and the founder of Cushy Baby, which is so wonderful, and also the Microsoft research folks who worked with them to be able to make something like this happen, right? When you have a health worker in a village looking after a new mother with the power of AI in their hands, right? That's when you know that this AI is amounting to something. And so I was so thrilled to see that, come to life and scale. I had a chance to meet with our colleagues at ONGC who are putting together multiple agents to be able to bring the sophistication of what I'll call upstream analysis to the field engineer and connecting the stream across those two things, right? So this is, again, this is not me talking about something, but this is a real deployment that's happening at a public sector, in organization like ONGC, in a critical industry like the energy sector. Tech Mahindra, for example, again, built out their own multi-agent framework such that they can start deploying sophisticated multi-agent systems in the real world here. They've also then translated this so that it's available even for people to be able to use it in all the regional Indian languages, right? Again, democratizing access to building sophisticated systems. And so these are just examples of at-scale people building AI systems. And so the last part of the stack is, of course, infrastructure. And the most important consideration for creating these token factories is this one formula, which is tokens per rupees per watt, right? If you sort of say where, in fact, I'll be so bold as to say that GDP growth and this equation will have strong correlation. Because if you can go in and drive the efficiency of this, and then tokens are being produced, then health outcomes, education outcomes, public sector efficiency, private sector competitiveness, all will fundamentally be changed. And to that end, we're building out Azure as the world's computer. In fact, right here in India, we're thrilled about sort of all the data center capacity that is coming live. We already have stuff in Pune and in Chennai and Mumbai. And we're very excited of the India South Central, which is in Hyderabad, that's going to come up next year. And so this is going to be the next big data center region for us, which is going to be scaled very rapidly. One of the things we're very proud of is it's 100% renewable power. And so it's great to see us thinking about the tokens per dollar per watt with sustainability as a front and center priority. And not only are we building all this infrastructure, but we're also building it with real sovereignty controls, right? Because sovereignty is a super important topic. Everyone wants to make sure that they can control both the control plane, the data plane, and the application tier. And so we are building multiple options. There's the public cloud with sovereignty option. There is the private cloud option. There is, in fact, work we've done with various partners in here to be able to offer these private cloud options. And of course, we have even the Geo Azure region, which is operated by an Indian partner in that case. So we have all of these options. We're also excited about that Copilot now has all of its data processing happening in India. So it's no longer about any of the data going outside of the country. So we have local data processing happening for Copilot. So that's another big step we have taken to ensure the sovereignty of all of these services. But one of the other elements that I think is important for people to recognize is that with sovereignty, you also want to ensure world-class cybersecurity and cyber resilience. And when it comes to cyber, it's an intelligence game. It's a signals game. So that means you want to see the global intelligence that Microsoft, for example, has on all threat actors, but bring it to bear even in your sovereign environment, right? Because if you're disconnected from the global intelligence, then all you have is a weak solution, even if it is sovereign, because it will really get penetrated. So the question is, how do you keep sovereignty and cyber resilience essentially in balance? Is one of the most important underinvested, under-talked about things in any policy circle. So I would sort of really emphasize that. We have the menu of options. You can take a risk-based approach to say which workload should go where, and then how do you balance it out with having access to global intelligence? It's kind of like you really don't want to fight a cyber war without the global intelligence at your disposal. And so that's why we're really excited about the investment we made. I had a chance to meet Prime Minister Modi yesterday and discuss our excitement about, and it's fantastic to see this all landing and ultimately being able to parlay these tokens per dollar per watt into all of the application systems that are going to get deployed broadly across the country. And so the $17.5 billion, which is the largest investment we made in Asia to date, and so we're thrilled about it. And so I wanted to close again, though, with where I started, which is our mission is to empower every person and every organization in this country to be able to achieve more. That means skilling. In fact, the last time I met the Prime Minister, we talked about sort of the skilling, and he said, for a country of India's size, that's not enough. And so we said, okay, this time around, let's double down. And so we have now making sure we are committing to skill 20 million people across India in AI skills, and so we are very excited about this. In fact, talking about skilling, it was wonderful meeting with the Minister of Labor as well as the Secretary of Labor today and hearing from them their enthusiasm for the systems they are building around e-Shram, which is fantastic, right? It's about taking the unorganized sector in this country and bringing them to meet the demand in the economy such that they can pick up the skills, get the economic opportunity. It's one of the most inspiring public systems, public sector systems, because it takes the people who need the most help and bring them the most competitiveness. And so let me end by sort of showing you a video of this. Thank you all very, very much.
India has more than 400 million unorganized workers. They're earning only day-to-day wages and not getting any benefits. We need to shift the people from the informal to the formal sector. That would help us to develop our economy. Through the initiative of e-Shram, the National Unorganized Workers Database was developed, and we are able to provide those workers with social security benefits, also giving them access to the National Career Service Portal.
NCS is a one-stop solution for job seekers, employers, training providers, and counselors.
We have AI-based matching between the job seekers' skills and the employers. So any informal worker can go to the NCS portal and match with the right employer. NCS has an AI resume builder, and if a person is lacking certain skills, the AI tool helps them to develop those skills by giving them recommendations.
We were expecting millions of unorganized workers to register in this system. So we wanted to have scalability, reliability, and security. Microsoft Azure met all these qualifications. In addition to that, Azure OpenAI has become a game changer for unorganized workers.
पहले कंपनी में काम करता था ठेकेदार की तरफ से, तो मैं एनसीएस पे गया, वहाँ मैंने जॉब का रिक्वायरमेंट गिरा, तो मैम जॉब मुझे ड्राइवर की मिल गई और 50% ज़्यादा है। दिल्ली में कंपनी है ट्रांसपोर्ट की तरफ से, मतलब मैं बहुत कुछ कर सकता हूँ। अभी मुझे बहुत कुछ मतलब इससे सीखने को मिल रहा है और ये लाइफ सेटल हो सकती है इससे मेरी।
Around 150 million workers are now on the NCS portal. We are also now trying to bring in more and more schemes to benefit these workers. AI is supporting us to provide opportunities for the individuals and youth of the country.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. And first of all, Satya, congratulations on your meeting yesterday with the Prime Minister, which I think was very productive, and also the announcement that you all have made in India, which is it's just fantastic to see the kind of just the support and the involvement and the contribution in building India's AI journey. So it's just fantastic. So congratulations.
No, thank you so much. It's really, I think it's more reflective of, I think, where India is going. with this era of technology. In fact, if I had to characterize it, it's perhaps I've come to India in each of the eras, right? From the PC to client server to the web internet to the cloud mobile. And whereas there is no difference in terms of the rate of diffusion of technology when it comes to the AI era. And so the question now, of course, is how are we going to, in this country, take advantage of all of this to really change the outcomes for both the citizens and the organizations throughout their length and breadth.
So let me start there. I'm sure you, since you're here, you're experiencing the kind of excitement that's there with AI in the country, and it's very real, right? It's becoming very, very real. And we are all very excited about the AI Summit, the Global AI Summit, which we'll be hosting in India in February. And I'm sure you're aware that we have picked the word impact, right, to even name the summit. So our summit is the India AI Impact Summit, right? And that's my first question, because I think with this, India is sending out a very, very strong signal that we have to move the AI narrative, the focus, towards impact creation. Enough of, the talk about the promise and the potential of AI, but we really have to move it towards impact creation, and that has to be job one.
Yeah.
And it has to be a collective action. So first, do you agree? And two, what is that one thing you would like to tell governments and industry so that they can move from that promise of AI to really delivering real impact with AI?
Yeah, no, I think, first of all, I'm glad India is hosting this next AI Summit. And
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.